Today's episode, how to stay strong in your solar plexus chakra, especially now. All right. Welcome to day 3 of my Staying Aligned in Uncertain Times Healing Series. As we continue this series, I want to take a moment to check in. The post-election period can bring mixed emotions, whether it's relief, worry, or simply fatigue. Remember, whatever you're feeling is perfectly okay and appropriate. It's all part of the process. Today's focus is on the solar plexus chakra, our center of personal power and self-confidence. This chakra can offer grounding, inner strength, and resilience, helping you stand firm in who you are and what you believe, even amidst and in spite of uncertainty. Let's explore how to align with this energy, empowering ourselves from within and reconnecting to our quiet inner strength. And of course, as always, you can follow along with me on my website, charlenemurphy.com. This is part of my Enchanted Empath podcast and blog post series, and now available on YouTube. I want to get this message out to as many places as possible for our collective healing. Okay, so let's talk about the solar plexus chakra. What the heck is that? And what does it do? The solar plexus chakra, located between the navel and the solar plexus, right in here, is the center of personal power, choice, and identity. It's where your ego lives. It's where we connect to our will, our confidence, and our sense of self. And while the sacral chakra that we talked about yesterday, which is the second chakra, brings us joy and creativity, the solar plexus is all about keeping us safe, defining who we are, and empowering us to make choices that are aligned with our spirit, our higher self. Think of it as your inner compass. It steers you forward with a quiet yet resilient strength. This energy center helps you stand firm in transitions, making it especially helpful during challenging situations or with challenging people. Okay, next I want to talk about the energy of personal power. The sacral chakra governs our ability to make conscious choices and then to take action. So think of the yellow energy, action, sun, solar, when it's balanced, the solar plexus chakra fuels confidence and self-trust, allowing us to navigate life with clarity and direction. We don't react to life so much. We consciously respond instead. This chakra represents the I am in each of us, giving us a stable foundation from which to interact with the world thoughtfully, assertively, and responsively when balanced. In today's world, where challenges and uncertainties may spark anxiety, tuning into the solar plexus can help us reclaim our power and act from a place of calm self-assurance, something that I know that I need. And if I need it, I know that other people need it. And that is why I'm here, right, today to talk about this. So let's talk about the signs of a solar plexus that is not in balance, right? We can have an overactive or an underactive solar plexus. So first, let's talk about what an overactive solar plexus looks like. So if your solar plexus energy is excessive, think hot, burn, sun, it may manifest as arrogance, emotional outbursts, and high stress levels. So people with overactive solar plexus might feel self-important. They react defensively and struggle to listen to others. This can lead to poor boundaries, taking things personally, and becoming overly controlling in an attempt to manage inner anxiety. self-righteousness, narcissism, and emotional outbursts. Did I already say that? Are common side effects of an overactive solar plexus chakra, often creating a tendency to dominate or push others away. Hem hem. Dictators have extremely overactive solar plexus chakras. Hmm. Does that describe anybody we know? Okay, so one of my favorite, well, of course, I only quote my favorite people in my website, but my ultimate transcendentalist, Henry David Thoreau, said, "I was not born to be forced. I will breathe after my own fashion." Thank you very much. Let us see who is the strongest. I love Henry David Thoreau. And civil disobedience and just that whole movement. I would have thrived during that time, big time. Okay, so let's look at the flip side of the overactive solar plexus and look at the underactive solar plexus. So a blocked solar plexus can lead to a person who is too passive. It can lead to fear and a tendency to just let things happen, kind of flying by the seat of your pants without engagement. If this chakra is underactive, you may struggle to assert yourself. You may feel trapped or overly reliant on others for validation. An underactive solar plexus often results in giving away your personal power and feeling directionless or uncertain. People with underactive solar plexus chakras are easily manipulated, easily bought, gullible, and lack self-reliance. They make excellent cult members. So, when the solar plexus chakra is balanced, it manifests itself, the energy inside of your body manifests as quiet inner strength and self-confidence. With this alignment, you stand firm in your values. You speak up with kindness. You have nothing to prove. You're fine. And embrace healthy risks. You're open to diverse perspectives while staying true to yourself, navigating life's uncertainties with flexibility, with optimism, and courage. Of course, during this time, it might take us a minute to get there, but I feel we're on our way. A balanced solar plexus creates an aura of self-respect, dignity, and a commitment to growth that inspires others. It's what a real leader looks like, right? Okay, so let's look at the quick snapshot. The Sanskrit name is Manipura, which means jeweled city. The color is yellow. The element is fire. The tarot suit is wands. Think fire. The psychological function is willpower and self-esteem. And the core right is to act and choose. The primary challenge of the solar plexus chakra is shame. So it's really interesting. You know, one of the reasons I study the chakras and energy centers and all the things that I do is because when you know these things, you can see how people are telling on themselves all the time, and you can really read past their lip service, and you can tap into what's really going on. And when you know that somebody who has an overactive or even underactive solar plexus chakra is their core issue might be shame, that does something to a person. That makes you have a level of compassion so that you can see the person with different eyes, and then you can act accordingly, and treat a person with more kindness and maybe I think the best way to lead in this circumstance is by example. huge topic. So I'm just going to stick to my blog post here as best I can. Let's talk about the ways that you can balance your solar plexus chakra today at home. Easy. All of this stuff is manageable and easy to do on your own. It's just a shift in mindfulness and mindset. That's it. There are tools that you can use, and I have a bunch of them listed on my website, but you don't necessarily need them. All you need is a shift in energy, a redirection of your thought process. To strengthen the solar plexus chakra, start with core-centered exercises because your solar plexus is in your core, like yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi. Calm control, right? Postures like plank and boat, as well as core breaths, build stability around your solar plexus, and it creates inner strength. Practices such as Kundalini yoga and lion's breath further activate this chakra, warming the body and releasing any blocked energy. Lion's breath is pretty fun. For an overactive solar plexus, consider exploring anger management techniques and even therapy. That's why we have these tools to help us regulate our energy, right? And what's at the core of our energy? Our chakra system. So therapy can help you channel intense emotions constructively and establish healthy boundaries. Self-reflection is also a very valuable tool. In fact, it's absolutely necessary. So pay attention to situations that trigger frustration or give you a sense of losing control. I know I had to really look at myself on the 5th and the 6th, and then I started to calm down around the 7th and 8th. So that self-reflection is important so you can see what tender little part of you is being triggered. Then you can heal it, you can nurture it, you can talk to it, you can do whatever you need to do with it to help it settle down and find its place and get rooted again. Finding that balance. And then you can practice responding in ways that allow you to step back or breathe deeply before reacting. So I do have some Facebook posts that I need to probably delete. Sorry, people. But, it happens and we are all human. And these articles that I'm writing and sharing demonstrate our humanity, our frailty, our vulnerability, our humanness, right? So we're not here to be perfect. We will never be perfect, but we can be better and we can align ourselves and we can learn and we can self-direct, And I think a responsible person and a person who has emotional and spiritual responsibility will do those things. Read between the lines. For an underactive solar plexus, focus on building your self-confidence and autonomy by thinking for yourself. Do some research. Use your intuition. I think your intuition is probably your best resource, especially today with all the misinformation that is rampant, right? So tapping into your intuition and asking yourself these questions and touching and feeling into your heart and saying, does that even feel true? Does that even feel correct? Does that even feel right? Is that right for me? What does your body say? How do you respond on an intuitive level? Not just what the internet tells you or what YouTube tells you or what anybody tells you. Your self-reliance, your life is dependent upon the directions that you take based on your intuition. That's going to be your true north. That's going to be your compass. That's going to be your truth. Everything else is up for grabs. And that to me is a very scary proposition, right? So tune into your intuition. And if you want to know more about intuition, you're in the right place because that is where I live and that is what I teach in my practice the very, very most. Of course, all of these tools, the chakras, the energy healing, all of the other topics that I also teach are are all under the umbrella of intuition. That is the base of everything. So I can't stress that enough. When you can leverage your intuition and believe it and trust it, your solar plexus energy will be solid. You will be moving in the direction of your true north, not somebody else's, right? So reinforce your sense of self-trust. It's a practice with small positive actions each day. You can play my psychic games and really develop your intuition too. Those are on my website. All of these things will help you reclaim your personal power. Stop giving it away, people. Please. Finally, active listening. Active listening is the highest form of respect. It is that listening where you are seeking to understand rather than to make a point, right? It encourages respect on all sides. It encourages humility and kindness and meaningful connection, not a bam, 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 not a coercion, but it creates balance. It's just a nicer way of being. It creates a grace between people, right? So balancing this chakra's energy, whether it's overactive or underactive, is in your best interest for your health, your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your mental health. All right. So let's talk about some tools that you can use to further enhance or balance your solar plexus energy. To boost and balance your solar plexus chakra, consider integrating essential oils and nourishing foods into your daily routine. So diffusing lemon and ginger really give you an energizing lift. And I'm talking essential oils. Or if you want to calm things down, you can use chamomile. Gives you a very centering effect. It's very stabilizing and floral. It's really nice. It's subtle. While peppermint can bring you clarity and refreshment to sharpen and focus and lift your spirit. These oils can be diffused throughout your home, or when diluted with a carrier oil, you can actually apply them to your body, or you can even make a spray mist. I just use good old water and just shake, I know water and oil don't mix necessarily. You can use other mediums to where it emulsifies or breaks down, the separation, but water works great. I've been doing it for years. That's all I use. And you just shake it beforehand and then spray. You can also fuel your solar plexus chakra through diet by eating vibrant yellow foods. When you see the color yellow, it just does something to you. It speaks to your chakras. It lifts, you see the color yellow, you see the sun, it lifts your energy. So eating foods like yellow peppers, lemons, corn, golden apples, they naturally amplify the chakra's energy. You ever wonder why foods come in so many different colors, all the colors of the rainbow, and how the chakras are also the colors of the rainbow? And you can look at the energy frequencies around a person with certain photography that will also corresponds to those colors. You look at a rainbow and let's, connect the dots here. This is all connected. We're all part of this energetic frequency. And so when we match those frequencies, we're going to be changing things. We're going to be activating and feeding things, right? So get a bowl of yellow lemons, put them out there on your counter. It's good feng shui, right? It helps you stay in the yellow mode. It's calming and refreshing and smells great at the same time, right? Eating foods like whole grains, like oats and brown rice, will help ground your energy, adding stability and inner support, getting that quiet strength that resides within. Choosing foods that calm or ignite your inner fire as needed. Sometimes we need a boost, sometimes we need a calm. It's a very powerful way to nourish your chakra. So, this is you taking your health into your own hands and navigating your own energy. Aren't you powerful? Yes, you are. Whether you're seeking balance, strength, or renewal. That is why my motto for my entire business is remember your inner brilliance. You are brilliant. You have capabilities beyond your awareness, beyond my awareness. We're magical. Okay, so let's look at some stones and some crystals and other things that you can incorporate in your life just to amplify or calm your solar plexus. Working with crystals like citrine, one of my favorites, beautiful, tiger's eye, or yellow jasper can strengthen and balance your solar plexus. Carry them or meditate with these stones to reinforce feelings of self-worth, mental clarity, and empowerment. And Margaret Mead once said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." Right? One little person, one little group, solar plexus, healthy, strong. We can move mountains. So the affirmations that I have for solar plexus, and you can add your very own, and I love these for the neural the neural pathways that they change. This is another tool that we can do to redirect our energy. Affirmations, the simplest. I am confident and self-reliant. I act from a place of inner strength and peace. I make choices that honor my truth, nobody else's. I am worthy of love, respect, and success. Yes, hear me roar. I embrace change with courage. Again, yes, hear me roar. Thank you. Solar, Sun, Leo, all of that strength that is embodied within each of us. All right. So, my final thoughts on this subject is I want you to think of your solar plexus as your internal campfire. See the flames, smell the fire. It fuels your passions, it keeps you warm, and it helps guide your way. It's your light. During times of transition like this, tend to this fire, feeding it with self-care and awareness. Try not to overfeed it. A balanced solar plexus reminds you that while the world may shift, your core power remains steady and reliable. Embrace your personal strength and let it light the path ahead. All right, everybody, thanks for being here with me today. I'll see you back here tomorrow when we explore the heart chakra. Yes, I'll see you then.